All right, for more on this, let's turn to Michael Cox, who is a political scientist at Bahcesehir University here in Istanbul. Welcome to you. Now, we spoke over the weekend. Your reaction to the drive-by that the president did, what kind of message is he trying to portray?
The message that he's trying to portray and send to his base in particular to keep them energized is that he's doing well, he's recovering nicely, and he's eager to get out and see the people. He doesn't want to be perceived as weak, especially since he's been attacking Joe Biden for age and potential illnesses and an incapacity to hold the office of the president. This illness couldn't have come at a worse time for President Trump, because he's in the home stretch of the election and he needs to be seen by the people, by the electorate, that he's strong and he's in charge and he's capable of leading the country.
Exactly. It is the home stretch. Less than 30 days to go now. And also, there's been a flurry of tweets. Is that part of, this reassuring the people that he is still okay?
Absolutely. He wants to be seen that he's in charge of everything, that he's paying attention, that he's active, that him contracting the illness has not slowed him down at all. He will probably, if he does recover, as most doctors and specialists expect to, he will come out of it and he will play down the effects of the illness on him. What's left to be seen, though, is will he still suffer any lingering effects from having contracted COVID-19? Will he be able to do the big push up until the election day? He's a man, his style of electioneering is to go out and meet the people, have public events to be seen. And as he can't do that now, then he's reliant on what he can tweet about or the occasional video that he can put out.
And we heard in the package before you came on that Mike Pence would take over the reins if the president is incapacitated. But what if Mike Pence is also sick or incapacitated? What happens then?
Well, if Vice President Pence is sick or incapacitated, then the Constitution, the 25th Amendment, gives the succession, and that would be the Speaker of the House of Representatives, who we presume will be Nancy Pelosi, because she's expected to win in her election. And if the Democrats maintain control of the House after the election, she will remain Speaker at least through January, and then likely afterwards as well. So she would be the next in line. And then if something happens to her, it's whoever is the next House Speaker who would be in line. And then there's a whole host of other people following her that's legally mandated.
And going back to a point you raised earlier, the long-term effects of COVID. And we know, when we've heard about long COVID, it can affect the mind. What happens if the president doesn't want to give up power and, has lost control of his mental faculties?
Under the Constitution, Congress has the ability to strip the president of his power and give it to the vice president for a particular duration of time. But that requires a supermajority in both the House of Representatives and the Senate to do that. And that would only happen in the most obvious and egregious of cases. It has never happened in the modern time. Presidents who have needed to voluntarily surrender authority, for example, President Reagan in 1981 after he was shot, and George W. Bush when he went in for some minor surgery, they very quickly took the power back. If the president is incapacitated in some way, that is most likely what would happen.
All right, we'll leave it there. Michael Cox, political scientist at Bahcesehir University here in Istanbul. Thank you so much.